My nose and face are cold, but the biggest problem I'm having is that the jet ski just won't work. I'll try to get you guys a shot, but the throttle's completely frozen up. It's actually stuck on right now. Don't know if that will focus, but what's up, jet ski fans? Welcome to a Joel Arsenault YouTube video. I have been inspired by the Jet Ski Brothers to re-edit and re-upload an old video from 2020. Some of you may remember that in November of 2020, I actually went out riding on my jet ski. It was in the middle of a snowstorm and it was minus 10 degrees Celsius, which I believe is 14 degrees Fahrenheit. It was quite the exciting ride, but not many people watched that video, probably because of the way I edited it together and released it. It wasn't that great, I'm going to be the first person to admit that, but I've taken a little bit of a new angle on it, and I'm hoping that you guys enjoy. Even if you're already a jet ski fan, there's a very important detail that I need to share with you guys, or things will become very confusing later on in the video. And that is that jet ski engines are water cooled. They actually use the water from the lake, pump it through the engine, and then pump it back into the lake. I have a modification on my jet ski so that some of the hot water actually goes through the handlebars to keep them warm. In some earlier videos, I was using the water coming out the end of the handlebars to run them into some lines that then went into my gloves to keep my hands warm. However, after it got really cold, I bought myself some neoprene gloves, and now the water just squirts out the end of the handlebars. I'm sure at least a few of you have noticed that I haven't been posting videos on this channel regularly. I have been hanging out over on Lowered Expectations doing all sorts of diesel heater experiments, and I've also been doing a few tool reviews. I think that some of you guys would find some of those videos interesting, so maybe you want to check it out. Either way, I am going to talk to you guys a little bit about what's been going on and why I've been hanging out on Lowered Expectations. It's not all good news, but if you want to hang around to the end of the video, I'm going to talk a little bit about my current situation and what's been going on. If you don't frequently watch the Joel Arsenault YouTube channel, then this might not make any sense to you, but my goal for today is to make it underneath the bridge, which is about 4 miles from where I'm actually putting the jet ski into the water, and then ride the buoy course and return back. As you guys will see, this didn't go exactly to plan. In my last few intros, I've been shooting the water as I go across the bridge. Oh my. Is it starting to freeze over? Wow. This is gonna be some cool footage. I've taken a lot of precautions, but still, this is no joke. It's minus 10 Celsius here. And that means at even a few kilometers an hour, the wind chill is gonna be in the minus 20-ish range. I'm going to be wearing booties, 2 wetsuits, neoprene gloves, a neoprene hood, my helmet and goggles, but still, I'm gonna have to be careful. I'm gonna stay close to shore and hopefully get some interesting footage from this. It's foggy or snowing enough that I don't even know how the shots will turn out, but we shall see. Hopefully there's nobody here that is gonna stop me from driving. They've got the parking lot pyloned off. Still getting suited up. And I wanted to say that I'm not even wet yet, and some of the perils or some of the dangers of doing something like this are becoming obvious. As I try to get the wetsuit on outside, I'm struggling a little bit because my fingers don't want to function properly. That's a little bird there. Hi, little bird. This will be a test of my intake rate. pump stuffer, and also, I guess, see if I got everything right when I put it back together. So let's go. That little bird is desperately looking for food. This thing's gonna have to warm up a little bit, apparently. Got smoke coming out the end of my handlebars. Why is my throttle sticking? I might be really paranoid. It might be just because of this hood, but I'm hearing a lot of really bad noises. Might just be wind noise, I can't tell, but my hands are iced up to the point where I can't really move them anymore. The bars are staying nice and warm. My face is freezing. Any of my exposed skin is freezing, so yeah. I'm not sure how much more I can ride. I don't like bothering the birds either. They're having a pretty hard time as it is. I did some pump work to this, and yeah, I'm really paranoid about whether I forgot something, or I'm gonna have a look at the pump and underneath it, and yeah, see what's under there.
So yeah, not good. My nose is freezing. Whew. I really want to go take a trip down that way, but yeah, I'm gonna have to think about it real hard here. My body's toasty warm. My hands are warm. My feet are a little bit chilly, but not too bad. But yeah, it's mostly my nose and face are cold. But the biggest problem I'm having is that the jet ski just won't work. I'll try to get you guys a shot, but the throttle's completely frozen up. It's actually stuck on right now. Don't know if that will focus, but it won't pull in and it won't come out. So I'm not sure what to do about that. But that's obviously a problem, right? Woo! My palms are staying really warm. But yeah, obviously the outside of the gloves, the water hits them. Look at my my trim lever. I'm gonna take my helmet off, change out some batteries, check out the jet ski real carefully to make sure I'm not gonna have any problems, and then head down, try to get one good trip in. Oh. It's a good thing I have heated handlebars. Woo! Okay, accept it, let it happen. Like I said, the throttle is frozen. Hey, I can bend over now. Need some zip ties.
As I mentioned at the start of this video, I have hot water coming out the end of my handlebars. So what I've decided to do is stick a hose in the end of my handlebars and try to direct some hot water onto my throttle lever and onto the throttle cable to stop it from freezing.
My floorboards are icing up as I kind of feared. So yeah, I hope to get one run in and that's going to be it. This should work. This should work. As long as I have it aimed, okay. Gotta tip it into the water to thaw it out first. Sat here too long, froze up. There we go. There we go.
exactly how fast I'm going, but I do know that I'm going in the wrong direction over 40 miles an hour while trying to hold on with one hand and direct hot water into my throttle cable with the other hand. You may have noticed that while I was riding towards the bridge, I was doing a lot of zigging and zagging. This isn't unusual for me. I like carving through corners, but the reason why I was doing it in this case is because holding the throttle open for any more than a few seconds was absolutely freezing my face. So having the throttle stuck open with the wind now blowing in my face at over 40 miles an hour and the spray coming up off the water freezing onto my goggles and my face is less than ideal. any of you who have ridden a Kawasaki X2 or any sort of stand-up jet ski, you will know that I am one tiny mistake away or one wave away from ending up in the water. This is not a good situation.
Battery-powered jet ski. All right, folks, I think that's a pretty clear indication that it's too cold to jet ski. That's right, folks, you heard it here first. Everything is frozen. Woohoo! Oh, my poor jet ski. What did you ever do to deserve this? Woo! Oh man, that was quite the ride. Yes, I got one strap. The jet ski, the throttle completely froze up. Even with this thing on it, I guess the cable froze somewhere inside. And yeah, you can see there's a lot of ice formed on here. It's quite a thick layer of ice. Everything's kind of frozen up. The floorboards were freezing on me. I was having a really hard time to stay on it. The layer of ice on the seat. Yeah, the only thing that stayed okay was the grips because they're heated. Woohoo! Oh. Oh man, is that a feeling of relief. Okay, now I gotta get my jacket off, which means I gotta break some of this ice away. Is it too cold to ride a jet ski at minus 10 Celsius? Yes, it is. And I'm having a really hard time getting out of my life jacket. I've actually managed to get 2 of the buckles undone, but I can't get the zipper undone. All right, YouTube, oh, my wheels are froze. Oh. All right, YouTube. I tried to get out of my equipment for about half an hour. It's still frozen, so I'm starting the drive home. I got the heater turned on to 32 Celsius, although I have it turned off right now so that you guys can hear me over the sound of the heating fan. Just having problems with all of my equipment today. My truck heater now won't turn on. I turned it off so I could record the video. I am supposed to hit the auto button and it's supposed to turn on, but nothing's happening. So I don't have any heat. So I'm stuck in a frozen life jacket and my truck heat won't turn on. Oh, my window's frozen. Open, please. Oh. Let some of the moisture out. I'm just coming out to the main highway, and I used the heat from my thumb to thaw out the zipper on my life jacket. So there we have it. My life jacket is now off. That'll make the ride home a little bit more comfortable.
Some of you may recall when I released this footage in 2020, I did a silly choose your own adventure thing. It was pretty slow paced, and I don't blame anyone for not wanting to watch it. I watch it now and it is very cringeworthy, but I guess that just means I'm improving at what I do. So that part of it is definitely a good thing. Anyway, I told you guys that I was going to talk about my situation, why I've been spending more time over on Lowered Expectations, not just this winter, but the past winter as well. The bottom line is Megan and I are getting separated. I've known about this for quite some time now, and I may not be able to afford to keep my house or my garage. More importantly to me, my garage. But anyway, I've known about this for a while, and I was very ill prepared because I misunderstood some things, and so I'm kind of caught with my pants down a little bit. I am self-employed and I do YouTube during the winter. My YouTube channel up until last year wasn't making any money during the winter, and so that is a very poor combination when somebody is trying to loan you money. My situation is pretty laughable. I won't be surprised at all if I end up homeless for a little while, or perhaps living out of a Quonset in a garage space or something. But anyway, that is basically what's going on. I'm currently talking to a mortgage broker. I should know within the next few weeks if I'm actually going to be able to afford my house. If I can't, then I have to start thinking very quickly about what I'm going to do with all of my stuff. I have stuff from Jacob Jet Ski Brother that I'm obviously going to need to take with me. I've got a trailer full of jet skis. I've got an attic full of jet ski parts. I've got my two milling machines, a lathe, sandblasting cabinet, and all of the stuff for my day job that I would need to move somewhere. So this is going to be a massive undertaking if I do in fact end up needing to move. So the Lowered Expectations channel actually makes a little bit of money for me. It's actually doing fairly well right now. I mean, it's not doing disastrously. So the Lowered Expectations channel is doing fairly well, and there's some promise to it doing much better just because of the content that I do over there during the winter. And so that's why I've been spending all of my time over there, and that's why I spent all of last winter there as well. So that is just about all I have to say about that, except that this is not Megan's fault, and I don't want anybody saying anything mean because, well, that's just not okay. So I am going to keep doing what I do. I'm going to be over on Lowered Expectations, making videos over there, and keep pushing forward. That's all you can do. That is going to do it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.